Hello, Willow Creek fans. This is Tony,
And Karen.
and we're coming from an estate that we're calling Busting at the Seams. Bursting. Yeah, not busting, but it's
Bursting.
pretty similar. Busting or
Yeah,
bursting,
it
right?
is.
At the seams. And you're getting ready to see why in just a minute. This one's on Brighton. So, Karen's always got to do a B and a B and an A and
It's a
A,
thing.
whatever the name is. So, now, before we get started, let me tell you that you may have to pause us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Take a potty break or whatever because
Get
this
you,
is
get
probably...
you a snack.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a long video, just because we have such a large amount of quantity of items in this house. So with that, so I don't get you all bored, we'll go ahead and get started. So let's do this foyer real quick. We just have a little side table, console table here, and then we have a vintage clock. I did not see a name on it. Oh, I am wrong. There is a name on it.
Well, you've done messed up and we're 4 seconds into it.
I know it. Venal, I think it is. I looked this clock up. Quite an expensive vintage clock that we have here. Not a lot of these have been made. And then right behind Karen, we have a seller's cabinet, or some people call them a Hoosers cabinet. And it's in pristine condition. The oak, it's just great. And then in here, we have a Boyd's collection. And we also have a large collection of Boyd's Bears upstairs. So we're gonna flip around.
And then I'm just going to talk about, we have lots of bags. So grab one till they run out and just fill it up.
Yes, because you're gonna be filling it up
Yep.
in this estate. So in here in our dining room, let's go this way. We have a little secretary. We probably have 6 or 7 secretaries in this
See
house.
if I can get it.
So,
All right, I'm good.
yeah, secretary. Here we probably have 6 or 7 of those throughout the estate in variety of different styles. We have a mid-century modern dining room set, probably from the 70s, probably going out of the 60s period. I didn't find a maker on it, but it doesn't mean that there's not one hidden somewhere. And as you can see over here, Karen is showing you all of our silver plate. We do have a large collection of silver plate in here. Some of it is triple plated. We have a set of china here. It's mint and china. And then we have a really good set of crystal goblets on here. And these are a very fine crystal. It's actually made in Belgium. The name kind of escapes me at the moment, but it's really great. We do have some sterling silver weighted candlesticks here as well. And then I'll let Karen flip around. We do have a large collection of Jim Beam bottles, the decorative ones, and you'll see those throughout the estate. She's also showing you, probably from the 40s, a nice little china hutch here, and you'll see all of the glass and some crystal inside there. We have a Lennox everyday set of dishes, and then just some more, everyday dishes. And you'll see below a collection of silver plate because we've ran out.
And then, so let me just touch on a couple of these things. So the Lennox, and I don't know if it's you can tell in this video or not, but this is a navy stripe on this set. It's really pretty. And then, as you all know, at Willow Creek, we don't typically stage on the floor, ever. However, we look down because there's a lot.
Yes, please. An old vintage oak high chair here. We do have this Chinese china cabinet, if you want to call it that, or Oriental. This is Bavarian china, done with the 24 karat gold on it. So we have that. And then over here, we have an extremely large set of pewter. And the way I did the pewter, like all the plates and those are done as a set. Anything that didn't match this particular set is individually priced. So we will head, and we have the cube pattern right here, Fostoria.
And we have
So-
some pieces in the bottom as well.
We do have quite a collection of that. So we're actually going to take you down one side of the kitchen and then we'll bring you back on the other. Little vintage Pyrex here, not a whole lot, but these are the majority of Pyrex Corningware. You'll see 2 of these, another one but not Tom's, highly collectible, for the toasted peanuts. So, you know, these used to be in little stores, countryside stores, things like that. We do have some Tupperware in this estate. And then this is not P. Buckley moss, but we do have P. Buckley moss in this estate. But this one is also signed by the artist. It's a primitive look. And then I'll show you these, and I won't point them out anymore in the estate, but there's all these type of little wooden.
They're like Williamsburg. I don't want to say Williamsburg.
No, they're Route Collection. Blue Swallow Motel is this one, Route 66 Collection.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if they're all a little different.
I think
Nope,
they
they're
are.
all they're
Are
all
they?
part of the Route 66.
Well, so they're in probably 8 different places here.
Yes, and as Karen said before, you want to make sure you look up when
Yeah.
you're in this
Look
estate,
up,
because you're
look
going to see
down.
Fiesta, you're going to see Hall McCoy, and you also want to look in the middle and look down as well. We have some more of those Route 66 right there. So we'll head this way. And I'll let Karen take you in here. We do have a large collection of books in this estate, so if you like reading, we have older books, and we also have newer books, like by John Grisham, things like that. And then we have some electronics here, but we also have an entire electronic room downstairs. So this is a Clayton Marcus couch. We have, excuse me, the love seat to this downstairs. So if you like this pattern, you can have the love seat, and you can also have the sofa itself. This is a marble set, I guess you would call it. This is solid marble. It's really beautiful. And then in here we have some vintage Indian memorabilia. Some of it's older, some of it's a little newer. So it's in here. You will have to take these items off to get inside it. This display, and that's a display coffee table. We do have 2 safes in this estate. One is located downstairs, and you'll see here in a few minutes. And then just a little corner chair here. And you might want to just show them in here, because the variety that's in this home is over the top. I mean, we have a stop sign. For example, you're going to find so many different collectibles and different items throughout this estate.
Yeah, this has been amazing and overwhelming, to say the least. It has been really interesting to see the different things in this house.
Yes. So we have a TV stand here along with the TV. We do have some McCoy pottery here. We have some everyday dishes right here, 2 sets. I think one's a 4-place setting, and maybe one's in a 6 or 8-place setting. So our usual, we have some appliances up here, things like that for the kitchen. And then once again, as you look below, and you'll see here, these are all just cards. So you could find a whole set of gift cards, or, you know, for, writing letters, thank you notes, all that good stuff. It's kind of neat, Karen. This is Waterford
cool.
1998 UT Championship. These are quite costly. Costly when they were first purchased, and they still are, and still going quite well. And you'll find in here primitives and things like that throughout the estate. Like, for example, this bottle here, it was actually, this one was in Coburn, Virginia. This was actually bottled there and made in Coburn. So you've got some local history here with it's just unreal what you will find here. We have some Indian arrows here. And then these, I believe, are probably tools made for Indians made, or some other folks use these to maybe pound stone or do something with. So they're kind of cool. P. Buckley moss right up here, a little Christmas character. So we have that. We do have a bronze here. It is solid bronze. So we do have that. And then we'll go this way. I guess to highlight a little bit here, this is just really primitives that we have in the estate. We tried to put up a lot of these baskets, a lot of the handmade baskets here, and we have those. The Ives collection of dishes here, everyday wear. cake stands, things like that. We do have this gorgeous canister set. The name, it goes out of my head, but 1920s, 1930s, these were made. Quite rare to find 4 of them together. And once again, Karen, if you can just go up top, you'll see some vintage pieces up here. You see the SO little sign there, that's kind of cool. And then another little secretary here. We have some of the depression glass done in the Vaseline. And then here we have the Lance cookie jar. These are quite rare to find. Probably was in a little store as well. And then just showing up the middle, we have some everyday
Don't
dishes.
forget about the Heinz.
Oh yeah, this is
I think
kind of
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
This is like a warming station for hot food. Kind of cool. One of a thing probably from the 1950s, maybe 40s, where they were selling food in a local store. Depression glass, we have some of that here as well. And then just looking over here, just our utensils, more of the Route 66 items there. And then I'll come right here and stop for just a second. I have a few pieces of Iron Mountain pottery, not a lot, just a few. And then I have this beautiful set of canisters back here. No name on them, but it looks like they've all been hand done, and I think they're really nice, super nice. We have lots of pots and pans in the kitchen here. So I think that's it, Karen. And this center island is for sale. So if anybody's interested in this piece, the owner will be selling this as well. Oh, Hinkle Harris dining room table.
We walked right by it.
Walked right by it, yes.
This is really pretty.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. It's got a china hutch and a nest that goes with it. If you're familiar with Hinkle Harris, one of the highest end furniture companies in the world. So this is just absolutely beautiful. Sorry, almost forgot something.
Listen, it's been a lot.
You want to take them into the laundry room?
I can.
Probably.
Washer and dryer are not going to be for sale, but there's a lot in here.
Yeah, just our usual things like cleaning supplies, things that you would use in the house, light bulbs.
Lots of vacuums.
Yes,
lots
we have
and lots
3
of
vacuums here.
And then we have this cute little clock right here that we've had a lot of people comment on. That's not a clock.
What's the clock? You're lost?
I might be.
Okay. Well, we'll start over here in the Merry Christmas section. We still have our Christmas tree up here. We really didn't have any room. We wanted to leave the tree up in the corner. We have this beautiful sideboard piece done in the tiger oak. Probably the turn of the century, could even be the late 1800s. These beautiful scales right here, scales of justice. This is like marble, and this is solid brass. It is extremely heavy. Nice little corner table here, a couple of chairs, rocking chair there. Once again, an oak secretary, so if you didn't like one style of secretary, this might be the one that you like. Turn of the century. Got some pottery. You will find pottery throughout there that's all been handmade. And then this is just the start of a large collection of kitty cats. So for those people that really collect
There's a
cats.
lot. They're made out of everything. Wood,
Yes.
porcelain, brass, glass.
There is a large
lot.
collection here. This is a mule trunk. Not as large as most mule trunks. You actually lift it. It can also be used as a blanket chest, that as well. And then we have a little chair here, a candle section. Now we have a mahogany secretary, probably in the 40s, somewhere in that period. And then we have another secretary done, probably done in maple. So handmade piece as well. We have some Blue Ridge pottery in there. And then we have over here, we have 2 little side tables, really nice there. And then this is probably East Lake period, the 20s, 30s, somewhere like that. I believe it's probably been recovered to be in such great condition. 2 wingback chairs. We do have a solid wool rug here, quite large, significantly large.
Like 10 by 14-ish.
probably.
We had a couple of people ask.
Yeah, it's
That's what I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a tag on. I'm saying you're probably right. 11 maybe. It's done well though. It's done really well. That's what I guess. And then up there we have another cat collection, and then you have an old copper for apple butter or whatever you might have wanted to put in it, distilled water, or if you're making moonshine. You know, Karen used to have one at home. So. Okay.
I
and
might
then
still have one.
P. Buckley moss. You'll find several of these
Yeah.
throughout the estate.
Some unique ones, some that I haven't seen before.
And then I'll let Karen show you this. This is a church pew, and it's really super heavy. It's done in oak. And then we have this very unique clock. I could not find a maker on it whatsoever. It does have some damage. The weights are messed up on it. So whoever got this clock would have to do some repair work.
It currently does not work, so keep that in mind. It's priced accordingly. You want to talk about your friend?
Yes. So I'm kind of upset with my people. Okay. Karen thinks this is funny, but it's not.
Well,
I about was unable.
I'm upset because I wasn't here.
Well, so I was coming up the steps, not realizing that I was going to bump into Clint Eastwood, and it scared the crap out of me. And so I thought I was going to have a heart attack when I got up here. So here's a life-size Clint Eastwood standalone. So we have that, and we have another surprise for you in a minute.
Oh gosh, I just hate I missed it.
Yeah, it wasn't funny, but they had me set up for it. I just want you all to know.
They really did.
Yeah, because they knew I wouldn't be looking coming to the top steps. But anyway, so we'll get here, and we have a closet full of linens. We have several handmade quilts in this estate. We do have another blanket chest right here, and then we just have a little chest of drawers there. We have some pictures here, random pictures that we've stacked along the floors. And we'll go into this bedroom. This style of bedroom suit is French Provincial. So we have this, but we also have the French Provincial done in the white. And that's probably from the 70s, mid 70s, somewhere in that area. And then, you know, we just have some of our usual knickknacks. We have some little perfume bottles. We have those in several different rooms in this estate. Two cute little club chairs here.
Those are really cute.
Yeah.
They're very springy.
Very unique style, Gone with the Wind type light. Really super cool. And then, you know, there's tons of jewelry boxes in this estate. So if you're looking for jewelry boxes, we have tons of them throughout it. So you'll see why in a minute why we have so many of these. We do have a sewing machine here. We do have a really, really super good sewing machines downstairs. When we get there, I'll show you that. These lamps are very unique. If you're into that nouveau look.
Is it marble or plastic?
I think they're plastic. It's like that nouveau period.
Art Deco.
Art Deco, yeah. And then, you know, the two little side tables that go with this bedroom set. The candle wicking type quilt here, or blanket that we have here. Lots of clothes in this estate, so make sure you look in all the closets. We've got plenty of those.
So ladies' clothes sizes probably medium to large, some small. Men's is going to be medium.
Probably my size.
Yeah, I would say medium, large
Medium
as well.
to large. Looks like some of the pants were very similar to my size as well. So we'll go into bedroom number 2 up here. So total different look. So if you're here, didn't like the French Provincial, we now have a mahogany set, probably from the 1940s bedroom set. And this is a full. The other one that you just saw is a queen bedroom set. But we have the vanity, we have a side piece here, we have a chest of drawers there, and another chest of drawers here as well. So while you're right there, Karen, why don't you show them our Madame Alexandra?
This is so cute.
Yeah, probably from the mid-60s, one of the original dolls. They're quite expensive if you're looking at them online, and we don't have them as priced as much as they do or have sold for, not necessarily online. And then we have a full bed here with the spindles on it. And then once again, I can't really go through all the different items that are on the table here. We have carnival glass. We have some perfume bottles. We just have.
It's just such a mix.
I will show you this because you'll see these throughout the estate. They apparently collected paperweights. So if you like colorful type paperweights, we probably have maybe 40, and they're throughout the entire estate. We do have a significant large doll collection. So we have these two little dolls. We have a couple on the floor. This is also a Madame Alexandra doll there. We have a telescope. We have a smaller telescope in the other room. Collection of cats. Once again, paperweights. Lots of those. You'll see them. And then when Karen flips around here, you'll see some vintage dolls. We have some vintage Barbies. Things like that. We have the vintage doll collection there. This looks like something came straight out of the 1960s with these colors. Raggedy Andy and Ann collection there. We have more downstairs of those as well. Some Beanie Babies back here.
So you just got some just vintage, like very, very vintage items.
And they, apparently this family was really into Disney. So we have a lot of Disney type items, and you know, Disney stuffed animals or just Disney items are expensive as a whole. For example, this is Disney. So this is Cinderella dancing at the ball. So it's a music box. So once again, I'll let her, don't know if I can do that. This is another door that has to come off. So, you've got to take them in there, look in the back though.
I know, there's like 8,000 pieces of luggage.
Yeah. If you need luggage, we have lots and lots of luggage. And you're getting ready to see in another room where we have more luggage. So, if those toys didn't intrigue you, I might have a few more to show you.
Might be a couple more.
Yeah. So, let's start with a quilt.
Yeah.
This is a child's quilt. So, we have this one. The two quilts that are hanging on the doors are actually the two better quilts that we have in the estate. We also have a collection of office supplies here. And then inside here, we have Boyd's bears, other stuffed animals, some Disney characters and things like that. Right here, we haven't got it posted. We will have a sign that simply states, I just didn't have the time to price everyone individually, that states, you know, small, medium, and large, that different size. Another little desk here, probably 1940s. Once again, like I was saying, Disney is in this estate. We have some of those. Oh, I'm trying to think of these dolls from Russia. What are these? Nesting.
Nesting dolls.
Got it. Nesting dolls. And then we have some more office supplies here. Collection of dolls along the floor. We got Annie, Orphan Annie from here. We do have a little bit of a collection of Roy Rogers. We have a guitar. We have a plate there. And then once again, more stuffed animals. I thought this was kind of cool. Never heard of it. Archie Bunker's grandson.
Is that like politically incorrect?
I don't know what. I was like, my
Oh,
God,
we're
they made a
showing our
doll
age.
for Archie Bunker's. Oh, whatever. I can you imagine a kid, Mom, for Christmas, I want Archie Bunker's grandson. Maybe I'm just wrong on that. I don't know.
Oh, no, wait, you forgot. You forgot the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah, trash can.
We do have a couple of Dukes of Hazzard items in this sale. Yeah, now I'm really showing my age.
This is another quilt in this estate. Another handmade quilt.
I don't even know where you're going to start in here. This is
We'll start this way. And
such a collection.
Yeah, so we have all these McCormick Elvis canisters up here. Never been opened. And then we have a collection of books. Like I said, you'll be seeing more paperweights throughout the estate. Here's another one. And another Elvis Presley decanter there as well. Some P. Bunkley moss, smaller pictures sprinkled throughout. Kennedy must have been, we've got several pictures of Jacqueline and John Kennedy, and they're pretty big portraits. And then we have a collection here as well. Some really cool vintage games. Little child's chair here, a little child's table or desk or whatever you want to call it. Oh, slipped my mind. What are these?
Beatrix Potter.
Beatrice. I started to say that. Potteries. We have a collection here. These are all the different ones. They are priced to sell. And
We have quite the collection of little golden books too.
yes, quite a bit. So if you've got some of your kids trying to learn to read, that'd be a good thing to do. A tiny barrister case there. This really cool orange and white mid-century modern. This is definitely
And-
something from the 60s.
And a price gun.
And a price gun. I probably
And?
just quit.
And your friend.
So now I get to this room, right? It's not that funny.
Well, I think like from what
Okay,
from
I
what
get
the
to this
girl
room.
said, it was really funny.
Well, I get to this room and didn't expect to see George Bush.
After you already got the crap scared out of you by Clint.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move George so Karen can show you how much stuff is in this closet.
I feel like there's another one. Maybe not. There's a huge shirt collection. Huge shirt collection. Some shoes, not a lot of shoes. I think they're 7.5.
Yeah. Then we'll start our vintage toys here. We have Tonka. We do have, I didn't price this for a whole lot. It's a few pieces of railroad vintage toys. And I will tell you this much, these toys have been played with, so they were well loved.
Yeah.
So if you're expecting perfection, we will definitely not have it here, but they still are collectible based on this condition, but I certainly could get more out of them if they were in pristine condition. We do have a little camel truck down here, kind of cool. And then I'm just going to let Karen look in here
More
and
luggage.
show you.
More stuff.
Yes.
Lots of stuff.
Bathroom items. We do have some nice colognes and perfumes, gentlemen and ladies. And then another bookcase. And like I was telling you, these are, some like Grisham and Cornwell and things like that, current authors. And then, like it said, more paperweights. We have some ceramics here, children's ceramics. Then we've got some more vintage games. A little telescope there, some more of the Nylent toys, cars, things like that. Some little wooden cars, Tonka down here. That's a Barbie Corvette that we have here. Mattel television or Intellivision thing. Now this is an expensive little thing. This is a Fleetline little speedboat, and I was shocked at how much this little thing goes for. So for those toys collectors, it might need a little love, but it seems like it's all there. So it's pretty rare find. And I saw prices where people had paid anywhere from $200 to $300 in that range. So we have some vintage cars, little power cars there. And then, do you know what this is, Karen?
It is some kind of landing gear. Something.
It is. It is the USS flag for G.I. Joe, the ship.
Oh.
And these boxes all go together. This is from the 1980s. And we have more pieces over here on this side. It will be sold as a set, and the items will not be sold separately. We do have some vintage little cars here, and these are actually set prices on these items.
Just for the box stuff, right?
Yes. Then in the middle we have costume jewelry. We have quite a large collection of costume jewelry in this estate. We have jewelry boxes sprinkled throughout the estate that held these particular items. So Karen's just kind of showing you
Yeah.
some of the
I don't
items.
know where our watch guys are, but
A lot of Monet in here, items. So they must have really liked shopping Monet. Some of those, Sarah Coventry type items. So
yeah, can we just take a minute to say our people are the best?
they are pretty good.
Because this was a lot. Okay.
It was. Okay.
Now we have an entire floor.
Yes, we have one more. How am I doing on time?
This is the longest video you've ever done so far, ever.
Okay. But they're going to find it interesting, and they're going to say, Tony, you did a really great job. I just know that.
Well, I'm sure they will. But they probably will need to pause. It's a lot.
So we're now going to go down to the bottom level of the house and take you on a tour of that. Once again, we always emphasize to make sure you take your time going down the steps. These are a lot steeper than the other ones. So, Karen, where shall I start?
I don't know which side you're going to start on.
I'll start this way. This is one question I meant to ask you. Freezer, refrigerator, not for sale or for sale? Because
I will have to verify. I believe these are for sale, but I'll have to double check.
So we do have a standalone stand-up freezer in there if they are for sale. We just got to double check our paperwork on that. So we have a recliner here. We have this is an actual sewing machine that does not have the sewing machine in it. So it's a case.
We have matching recliners. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, we have 2 of those. And this could be used for sewing. So if you had a standalone sewing machine, this would be great because it's got places for your spools and your spools, little holding drawers here, so you could set your sewing machine right up there. And when you sew, you can open it up so your legs fit up underneath there. So as Karen said, recliner, we have some exercise items here, and then we have a collection of yarn. So
We have lots of yarn.
yeah, quite a bit of yarn in this estate. Here's a collection of hats. We have Stetson in here. We have some of the higher end hats. This is kind of a cool hat. It's from the 1960s, an LBJ hat for election. So kind of pricey. I think this looks like Mike that comes to our sales.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw it.
Standing in line. Love this picture here. Excuse me. Love the framing on it and all that. Albums here, albums there. More, these are movies, VHSs. We have albums inside here as well.
We have some 45s, not a ton, but I think this was the house that we had some local 45s, like out of Bristol.
This lift chair does not work.
Does work.
We figured it out?
We did.
Okay. This lift chair does work.
Sorry, we figured it out.
I was like going, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Did somebody not have it plugged in?
I don't think maybe you gotta hold it in or I don't know. Yeah, see, there you go.
There you go. So it does work. It's
Yeah.
Pride. That's a pretty good name. I'll have to change the price on that. There you go, folks. I priced it extremely low because I just thought it was going to be a recliner. And as I always say, Affleck.
I know, look at this duck.
Look at the duck, the Affleck duck. It's pretty big. Kind of cool for a kid's room.
It is.
We do have fabric. We will have a sheet up here that talks about the different size pieces.
I'm going to flip you back over here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's a Bernina.
Bernina. Anybody that sews that are familiar with this sewing machine knows this sewing machine is expensive. So we do have it priced to sell. It's going to cost you a little bit. Most of the time when we do have this type of sewing machine in an estate sale, it goes very quickly. So
it does. Usually somebody is standing in line the first day for it.
Some more vintage toys here. We do have some of these little wrought iron pieces that kids used to play with probably in the early teens, 1910, somewhere in that area, maybe late 1800s or mid 1800s. We have sewing items here, we have patterns, we have spools of thread, and a lot of these are priced as sets. That's how we did it, so just make sure you're looking at that. We do have some fabric swatches here.
We have a lot of fabric swatch books here and up there. And then just rolls of fabric.
Yep,
Some
rolls.
patterns, but we don't really have a lot of patterns.
A lot of lace, things like that for or trim for curtains or anything that you might want to do it.
Yeah.
Another little Mickey there, and then another collection of books in here. in this particular case, we do have a TV. It is not a smart TV, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Some electronics here, just a small set of electronics. We have a drone right here. So anybody that's interested, I don't know if it's been used or not. I didn't take it out to look at it. An old adding machine there. And then in here we have just our normal collection of Christmas items. We do have some shiny brights for those who like vintage Christmas.
Yeah, a couple of people ask about the shiny brights because we didn't really sell them. So these are just the normal, like, colored ball shiny brights.
Not the ones with any type of
design on them.
design. Just our usual Christmas items. We have our Hallmark and, just some different things like the keepsakes. We do have a nice little vintage tree there, ceramic tree.
A couple of nutcrackers.
Some more Christmas items here, a set of Christmas dishes there.
Those are Linux, right?
I believe so. Yes, they are. They are Linux. And then over here, just a small collection of fall items. We do have ribbons located in the bottom of each one of these shelves. An old vintage Coca-Cola machine, and I was told it still works. So, and it actually has drinks in it, bottled drinks in it. And we do have bottled drinks that you could utilize. I wouldn't really recommend drinking them, but it's kind of cool if you want to have it in a room. Nice Craftsman tool case here. What you kicking?
Oh, I'm stepping on my pants.
I thought you were trying to tell me something. We do have some Craftsman screwdrivers, tools like that. Everything is out of this. Do have a lot of little empty tool cases here. Some fishing gearboxes there. Some more items on here. Our usual, our screws, nails, things like that. And then we do have this safe here. It's quite...
And that's not money, so don't get excited. I can't remember if I have the combination to this one. I know I have the combination with the one upstairs.
The combination is inside it.
It's inside this one?
No, upstairs.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about this one. I'll find out.
The lights, we have a roller trunk here. And like I said, just your usual, we have some little paints here for painting pictures, some electrical wiring there, things like that. We don't have a lot of tools in this estate. But we have a lot of everything else, okay?
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have...
there is something for you to see.
Yes. Screwdrivers here, wrenches, needle nose, pliers, things like that. So, going to head this way. Head down the hallway here. Once again, we have a collection.
Got some linens, tablecloths, fabric.
And then right here we have a collection of some of these are vintage toys. Most of them are games. So we have that. And then you come in here, we have some UT Christmas items, Santa Clauses on here. We have some more of your Beam collector bottles. This is kind of a neat bottle. I wish it was just in a little bit better shape. There's a little chip. I don't think that hurts its value though. It's Scotch whiskey. Probably from the 20s, 30s. A nice little decanter there. More books. Guess what? We have a secretary. And then we have...
And it's a little dark in here, so let me see if I can...
Yeah, it is. We do have a collection of little pens here.
Yeah, we do.
I think most of them are reproductions, so they're not current. Do have some signed autographs here, kind of neat. Right here, if you're looking like Larry King, for one. And then we have a premiere of when the river was, where they actually supposedly went there, I assume.
Well, because it was filmed in Churchill.
It was. And then we have the Zenith little radio here. And then let me make sure I say that right. At Walter Kent is this one, the standalone radio. Quite early. I don't know if they work. So we have not plugged them in. And then, this cool little picture here done in black and white with a little boy at the flowers, or a little girl. And then we have a side table here. Once again, there's more Indian, just ceramics, things like that in the estate. Another recliner here done in this color. This is an 8-gallon crock for anybody that might be interested. You don't rarely see those, and it appears to be in great shape. So with that said, I'm gonna take you upstairs and show you where the, no,
You
I'm
skipped a
not.
whole room.
I did, oh my God, I skipped a whole room.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
There's more.
There's more. So we have electronics in here. And Karen actually priced this room, if you want to highlight a few of these things.
I'll talk about a couple of these things.
The only room she priced, but she did price this one.
Lord have mercy. But do you see all the staging that had to happen? So I do have a 3D printer. We have some virtual pilot things, lots of speakers. I have a lot of just sound board turntables and things like that. We have Paradigm speakers, which are pretty good. We do have a gun cabinet. I have one Wii game and the Wii exercise fitness board. You do have some CDs in here. You have this Sansui set. And on the Sansui set, if you'll notice, there are green stickers. So that is priced as a set. So there's 3 pieces. So we'll say 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. You have JVC, you have Sony, you have Pioneer, you have Toshiba, you have Panasonic. This is a lot. We have all the remotes here. And then, so let me talk about the cords. They're under here in a bucket.
Oh, now you turn it back to me.
Well, listen,
folks,
guys.
Most of the time, we find them that way. That's the sad part.
And so if you're missing a cord or something, that's probably where they're at. We just, even if we had time to pull it out, I don't know where we would have put it. So.
Okay, am I done down here?
We have this really cool little wooden airplane that's kind of neat, kind of vintage. So anyway, I think you might be done down here.
Okay. Because I'm trying to make sure people just don't quit me right now.
Well, you're 4202 in.
Okay. Well, we're about to end.
We are about to end. And yes, this is going to be a really, it is a really big house. We're going to talk about, how we're going to navigate it next, I guess.
Yes.
Are we going outside too?
No, we're just going to.
Are you going to talk about parking outside?
Yeah, I will talk about that.
Okay.
So as you can see, the house is full of things, and it'll be one of those things where a person won't come in here for 5 minutes. They're going to be here for a longer period of time. So that makes our lines longer, unfortunately for us, because we can only let so many people in at a time. And they're not going to get 1 or 2 items unless maybe they're coming for furniture. They're probably going to get 20 items or 30 items. So I'm asking you up front to be patient with us as we get through this. We are going to try to run the registers as quickly as possible to get you folks out of here once you get through here. So where we started the video is actually where you will enter.
Front door.
Front door. Where we're ending this video is actually where the checkout. This will be the exit that you go out of to check out, and the holding stations will be located there. Now, we will have the way the driveway is here is extremely steep. So typically we block off the driveway so for loading and unloading. It's there's no way we can do it because it's going to be on a hill.
Yeah, it's just not ideal.
So what we've done is we have blocked off part of the front of the house here, and it says no parking, loading, and unloading, and we've also put some caution tape up. So therefore, that's going to make it the easiest way for us to be able to take the furniture out if someone buys, and also someone to park there. So you won't be able to park in the very front of the house. You will be parking on that side though, and you will park all the way around. There's plenty of parking, I would say, because the roads are quite large here, but you can't park on both sides of the road. So just remember that, because you'll have school buses and people like that that can't get through. Our hours for this sale are going to be a little bit differently. We are actually going to start this sale Thursday and go from 12 to 6. And then on Friday, we're going to go 10 to 2. And then Saturday will be our half off day, and it will be 8 to 12. So we're extending our hours by 2-3 hours on the first day. So the sale starts at 12, ends at 6. So hopefully anybody that wants to come to the sale will have the opportunity to do so.
So we are expecting a few cloudy rain showers on Thursday. We'll have the tents out. We'll have the tents. We'll probably have a couple of tents out in the front, and we'll also have a couple of tents in the driveway, just so we can provide a little bit of shelter if it does. But bring your umbrella, bring your chairs. The other thing that I'd like to talk about for a moment that I always seem to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it some more. So we advertise no pricing questions on social media or via phone calls. So last week's sale, and it was gorgeous, but last week I got over 300 calls about pricing last week. And guys, when we walk out of here right now, we're not going to be back till the sale. So we just obviously cannot remember what all the prices are on these things. So we're really not trying to be rude with saying no pricing. We're not trying to play a game with people. We just simply do not remember the prices.
Okay, and I don't get any calls at all.
Because it doesn't ring to you.
Oh, that's why. Well, I've never had a pricing question ring to me, so I'm just telling you. I'm not fussing about it.
But we do have and we also have lots of questions on social media. And usually when people get to the end of the post, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, and it's fine. Or, some of you guys will answer them. They don't answer, they don't answer. But we would, we'd kind of appreciate it if you all could be patient with us on that.
With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So I hope to see you, and Karen does as well, on Thursday. We'll have lots of folks here working to try to help get things out of your arms, get your stuff wrapped, and get you checked out as quickly as possible. So we will see you Thursday.
Thanks, guys. Bye.